And we are back.
Another episode.
Another episode. Oh man. We are back with a what the hell episode. What the hell happened? This is a rewind of last month. But before we begin, as always, make sure you guys check the description, get that VPN, get protected, protect yourself before you wreck yourself because you never know what the hell's gonna happen. And more stuff is starting to pop up. Some people have seen it firsthand, and some people are in denial. But get yourself that VPN, and we got a good one, a really good one. What you got?
Don't forget about Buzz TV, buzztvglobal.com. Great software, great customer service. Got some products coming out soon. I actually should be paying them a little visit and saying what's up. And they are rolling out their Buzz TV 5 to a lot of their other devices. And there's some new devices that are coming out that I'm kind of excited for from what little I've seen. And I can't wait to get it into my hands. That's all I can say.
Sweet, me too. So as you know, I've been drinking energy drinks, and I actually stopped drinking certain energy drinks. Well, I went from like NOS, which every now and then I'll still have it during the middle of the day though, if I'm going outside to like do yard work or stuff. And then I switched over to like Rockstar Zeros or Pure Zeros, whatever they're called, like 0 calorie and stuff, 0 sugar, but they have everything else. And I kind of stopped doing that too because like every now and then I would have like some chest pain. Like I'm like, oh, maybe this isn't good to do that. But I went to the doctor, and I've had issues with my blood pressure for a while. Some people might not know these numbers or what they mean, but my numbers were like usually like over 140. Never hit 150, which is pretty bad, but over 140, which is like borderline. And then the bottom number was usually in the 90s, which is bad. If it gets to 100, then I need to get on medication, like put it that way. So I was like, crap, okay, what do I need to do, right? I went in to do some blood work, and they checked my cholesterol, and my cholesterol numbers were borderline bad also. I was like, damn it, man. So I've been kind of like on this, I'm on this kick right now. He wants to check it in a year, and he's just like, I need you to eat. Like I eat good. I eat chicken like all the time. Sometimes I eat like ground turkey. I don't really do red meat. Sometimes it's rare. But he was telling me, he's like, you can't be eating chicken every day. He's like, you need to throw some fish in there. He's like, you need to throw some like a vegan day where you don't eat any meat. I know. I'm like, what? Vegan? And then the first thing I was thinking is what you said, like rabbit food. But he said, he's like, you need like a day or two of just like vegetables, fruit, just different types of nuts, almonds, cashews, pistachios. He's like, but he's like, no meat for like a day or two. I'm like, dang it. So, and I don't really do fish either. So he's like, I need to do 1 or 2 days a week with fish. I'm like, so I'm like, okay. So it's been a week now. I've been doing like pretty good. Like I had my 2 days of fish. I had my 2 days of vegan, and the meals actually that we did are actually pretty good, dude. The vegan meals were actually pretty good. And yeah, I'm doing good. And with my energy drink, I have this new one called Celsius. It's called Live Fit Celsius. And what's interesting in this thing, it says non-GMO, certified vegan, gluten-free, 0 sugars, kosher, no high fructose corn syrup, no preservatives, no artificial coloring. It's actually a natural energy drink without all that crap.
Where's it made?
Where is it made? Probably not in America if it's all natural and good.
Well, it's called Celsius. I'm like, you guys don't even know what Celsius is.
It's manufactured in the USA.
Oh my god.
Essentially, energy accelerates metabolism, burns body fat. There's this thing in here called niacin, which is really good to lower your what's it called, your cholesterol, and that's in here. I get 20 milligrams of this, but it's got no sugars. It's got vitamin B6, vitamin B12, a little bit of guana extract, a little bit of ginger, green tea,
Wait, isn't guana extract bat poop?
guarana.
Oh, never mind.
It's a seed, not guano. You're thinking about guano. Yeah, there's bat poop in here. Get out of here. Yeah. So it's supposed to be natural. It's supposed to be good. And it says like live fit without all the mess, you know? This flavor, the watermelon flavor is freaking the bomb. The berry one is okay. It's not bad. This is a peach mango green tea. And this one's not bad. It's okay. So I've switched over to that. It's pretty good. It gets me awake a little bit, and it's got some fruits and vegetables in it, some seeds, I guess. So not bad. How you been? What are you up to? How are you doing? How's your health? Did you get sleep?
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. And sometimes we still get snow. What the F?
It's like April.
Right? April showers. It's raining today, but last week we got snow. And it was cold. I was angry. Like you get to that point where you get like a week or two of good weather and you're like, all right, I'm good. I'm defrosted. My bones can move. And then all of a sudden it wants to slap you with a snowstorm and you're like, I hate you.
I hate you.
Why you gotta do me like that?
So I went to Death Valley last week.
Yeah.
Nice and warm, hot. You know, I've been talking about my tan. I got a good tan going. And then I came back and then, dude, it started to rain this week. It rained hard. Like, what was it? Monday, I think it started to rain. And then today it's raining again. I'm like, what the hell, dude? It's done though. It's supposed to be done. And then next week we're supposed to be in the 90s. I'm like, wonderful. Freaking bipolar California weather. So interesting. All right. Let's get into the topics. We got several topics here for you guys today, so make sure you guys watch all the way to the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 topics today. The first topic I want to talk about. This, I'm sure everybody's heard about this.
Hold on. Can I just mention one thing real quick?
Go for it.
Since we're doing a what the hell, I am on my second YouTube strike.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so and the second one, I don't know how long, but I still have like another week where I can't even post a video. And I went through and I deleted like another 100 videos. So if people are coming to my channel, and it was, you know what the messed up thing was about this? The video that I got a strike for, I got a comment on it earlier in the day. And it's a video from years ago. So I seen the comment and I was like, I'm not responding to that because I know better. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then a few hours later, strike. And I'm like, did they get angry because I didn't answer their comment? Jeez. But
So,
yeah, it's like one more strike and my channel's gone. So if you guys think I'm going to be posting some more videos, you're sadly mistaken. I'm done.
you need to fight those strikes.
I fought them and they said no. And I thought it was stupid. The last strike that I got was on a video of me talking about AppLink, saying that I'm not going to use it.
Yeah, see, that's ridiculous.
I thought that would have been okay to have on YouTube. I was like, hey, I'm not going to be using this app because I'm not making a new store and like all that stuff. And I was like, this is kind of what it looks like, but I'm not using it. I'm pretty much telling people I'm not going to be using something, and they're like, strike.
Yeah, I would definitely fight that.
I fought
I
it.
would fight it forever. Like, fuck you guys. Like, stupid. I hope you don't lose your channel. And yeah, I know the feeling of that crap. Um,
Stupid. I'm
I
so
know
tired of
you're
this
not
shit.
really posting. I was posting a lot.
Well,
So it was
that's the
like,
thing. Like, I hardly ever post, and then because I don't post, they go like 2 years ago, find a video that shouldn't be striked, and give me two.
that's BS.
It's so BS. Anyways,
I know Free Tech was dealing with 2 strikes also, and I think he got one removed. So he's only dealing with one now. But you know what? I'm gonna kick off. I'm gonna kick it off with this. Um, I'm gonna kick it off with this one. YouTube needs a copyright specialist to handle high risk takedowns. Um, they actually need somebody to look at this stuff.
a real boy.
A real boy. Oh boy. So yeah, I'm gonna change the title of this so that hopefully YouTube could see this. But in the first 6 months, and I was part of this little party crew, YouTube processed 4 million automated content ID claims every day. 4 million automated every day for the first 6 months of 2021, which is insane. Like, there's no way their robot is gonna be like, oh yeah, this isn't right, this is wrong, or you know what I mean? It's like, dude, the margin error on that thing, it's like you're messing with people's livelihood. Like, because of us, there is no YouTube. That's what it comes down to. So YouTube needs to be better. YouTube owes us. And it's not just you or me, it's every single content creator that has ever existed. They owe us. Because at the end of the day, if everybody says, you know what, screw this, we're out of here. If everybody does that, there is no platform. There is no more YouTube. YouTube's done. They would have to scramble to figure out what they're going to do with their originals, with their movies, with whatever they're trying to do, but they would be done completely. So it says here, YouTube is now seeking a copyright operations specialist who will be required to deal with escalated takedown requests, including those from sensitive entities. Those wanting to learn how many DMCA notices have been sent to Google over the past few years need to look no more further than the copyright section of its vast and constantly updated transparency report, which is a bunch of BS. Like, we've looked at that report and we've tried to look at the copyright section stuff, and it's very vague and they don't really help you either.
Nope.
Their database contains information on more than 5 billion DMCA takedown requests. That's a lot of work for one person to look at. That's a lot of work, man. And I'm pretty sure they're not going to have a backlog to be like, hey, we need to go back and look at all this stuff. I'm sure they're going to be like, nah, it's already shut down, whatever. But it goes on here with this article just talking about some of these claims that YouTube does need to get somebody, or maybe a team, maybe a department. Ideally, maybe I could do this. Look at this. YouTube is looking for someone with experience of SQL. I know SQL pretty well.
Go apply and then reinstate your channel.
And running a quality assurance program. I did help run a QA over at the hospital. I had 6 people that were running this, and they were dealing with, I think their minimum quota a day was 50 calls. 50 calls was a minimum. So they're dealing about 200 people. Actually, you know what? Maybe that million or billion could be looked at then. I'll be like, hey, can we take care of this within a month, this backlog? We're going to constantly have a backlog, but that's fine.
Yeah.
We'll catch up to it. So I don't know that, this is here handling high risk internal escalations. Um, they definitely need to look at that. Anything that's high risk, anything that's any kind of takedown that comes through, I think it needs to be looked at. I honestly do. I think whatever it is that they're like, hey, we need to look at this because again, at the end of the day, if you open it up and they're saying like, hey, this takedown is because of this, and we open it up and it's like, cool, yeah, this is confirmed, this is what they're doing, yeah, sure, we need to shut this down. Or if it's somebody like you where it's like, hey, I'm just having a conversation, I'm not showing anything, I'm not showing how to install anything, I'm just saying like, hey, look, here's a gun, I'm not going to use it because I don't want to do anything with it, that's it. And then somebody says, oh, you talked about a gun, I'm gonna take you down, I'm gonna that. Then it's like, dude, no. What, your feelings are hurt because they didn't buy your brand or something, they bought somebody else's brand? No.
I'm tired of the fight. It's constant. Like, you never know. And that's the problem. You know what? I've mentioned this before when we talked about this shit, right? Do you know how much of these headaches would be solved if they empowered the representatives that worked and actually made them work with YouTubers, right? There should be, ideally, when you get to a certain point, 100,000 subscribers, you get a dedicated rep. But that dedicated rep should have more power. And that dedicated rep should be entitled to work with you, right? Because let's be real, you get, as a YouTuber, what, 30, 40%, 30, 40%? I can't remember what it is, 33%. And YouTube makes that other 66%, right? And the argument always is, oh, you're taking our super chat money, you're taking this money, you're taking that money. What do we get? Yes, we get to use your platform, but give us some features, right? Pay these reps to actually work with us so that our channels are long standing, right? Give these freaking representatives a bonus when we hit milestones because they're working with us. Give them a bonus. You know what I mean? Oh, you got 1 billion views? Well, shit, this rep's gonna get, I don't know, $1,000 bonus on this. I'm just saying, right? Because, and then the other thing is, if you're under a certain level, like under 100,000 subscribers, then maybe there should be a dedicated group support where you don't have a dedicated rep. And I understand they have the YouTube chat in the studio, but let's be real, it's not that good. It's not that good.
Yeah, I agree. They definitely need to do something about it.
There is another platform that I am so tempted to kind of switch over to. And yesterday they actually emailed me saying they have an app for Android now. They finally came out with an app for your phone. And I'm like, oh, they're actually doing shit.
That
And
data?
no, it's Odyssey. And Odyssey works off library coins or tokens, and I mine that coin, so it goes directly to that platform, and I can use the coins that I mine from the machines behind me to actually tip other content creators. And the more you view is the more of that cryptocurrency that you receive, and you can spend it in any way you want.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm kind of debating if I should spend some more time on Odyssey. I am mining the crypto coin.
Might as well take a look. Doesn't hurt. Cool. So anybody out there watching, go to Twitter and say YouTube do better. Hashtag YouTube do better. They need to do better big time. They need to do better because people will leave. And it's been happening already, and it's just going to happen in the masses. And yeah. Okay. Here's the next thing I wanted to talk about. And I'm sure everybody has seen this by now.
Yeah. You talking about the foot or
the foot? Look at that foot, dude.
Dude, you got to use Brave. It blocks all that stuff.
Or sock. That guy must have put a compression sock or something. So Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. And also there's two people, there's two types of people on this one. They're saying bravo Will Smith, and they're saying F you Will Smith. I'm on the FU Will Smith right now. I'm on the boycott Will Smith.
He did do a public apology to Chris Rock.
Oh, I'll get to that. I'll get to that. You're skipping. You're skipping. We got to start from the beginning on this one. About what is it? 6 years ago, Chris Rock was hosting the Academies again, or for the first time, not again, for the first time. And he made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith not attending the awards because they're saying there's not enough black people representing, I guess. And they're boycotting because like not a lot of black people got nominated. And it was just like it was a racial thing. It was a racial thing. We'll put it like that. And Chris Rock was making a joke about it, just he was saying like, yeah, he was pretty much like, what about me? Like, I'm black, I'm here, but he was making a joke about it. And it was funny. It wasn't bad. It was just like one of those things like, oh, you're gonna boycott YouTube because you got a strike. Boo hoo hoo. It's kind of like, okay.
No, he said that Jada boycotting the Oscars is like him boycotting Rihanna's panties.
There you go.
That's what he said.
He's
right?
Like, I'm never gonna get them.
He's like, I ain't gonna get him, and she ain't gonna get like an Academy Award. So what's the point? Like, who cares? Don't come, don't care.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like a boo-hoo type of thing. Like,
but that's a Chris Rock joke.
That's funny.
That's a Chris Rock joke.
That's funny. I was just cracking up. I was just like, damn, dude. Like, yeah, you ain't gonna get those panties, are you? It was almost like him making fun of himself, like,
yeah. I mean, he put himself in the joke too.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay. And then and I know somebody out there is probably typing a comment right now saying like, yeah, but Jada Pinkett Smith has a hair condition that she's losing her hair. Okay, she made fun of herself within the last year or two.
Okay, whoa. Let's say what the actual issue was. So he said a joke. What is the Oscars, the Academy Awards?
The Academies, yeah.
Like
the Oscars,
what?
same thing.
A few weeks ago? Last week?
2
weeks ago? What did he say? He said
it was a G.I. Jane joke.
So he goes to Jada. He's like, Jada, looking forward to seeing you in the next G.I. Jane movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was it. He said that was a good joke. Move on, right? Now, initially, Will laughed at the joke. But then when the camera panned, Jada rolled her eyes, right? Mm-hmm. So I know we kind of talked behind the scenes about this real quick, but we were like, G.I. Jane was a badass female. She was a badass female. Mm-hmm. But I listened
Demi Moore was the first G.I. Jane.
Now I listened to what the hell's her name? Who's that? Why am I drawing? Huh?
Schumer?
No, it was oh my god. I listened to somebody, I can't remember what their name is now, but a big actress, and they said that back in the day when they were growing up, if you wanted to make fun of a female, you would call them G.I. Jane. Mm-hmm. Basically saying that they're masculine, they're not straight. I'm not trying to throw any kind of, signs to YouTube to, do whatever. But okay. But like sticks and stones may break my bones. Right? Like who cares? Who the F cares?
Right? So he did make a joke about her hair and saying like, oh, you're perfect now because of what you're naturally going through. And I forget what the disease is, or the
alopecia or something.
Yeah, alakazam or whatever. But the thing is, this is what gets me. If I'm over here saying like, damn, dude, I'm fucking fat, I need to lose some weight, man. Like, I got some freaking love handles going. And then if my sister says like, dude, look at those love handles, and she grabs me and just pinches me and going, it's kind of like, well, like I'm making fun of myself. I should be okay if somebody says it to me also. And the thing is that it's not that Chris Rock said like his joke about her balding could have been way worse.
Yes.
It was about, hey, can't wait to see you in the next G.I. Jane movie because of her condition. She actually makes fun of herself about her condition. She makes fun of her balding to herself. Chris Rock didn't say like, hey, what's up, cue ball? Hey, what's up, bowling head? Hey, what's up? I don't know. Like, hey, your face is getting so ugly that your hair's running away. Like, he's not making jokes, like mean jokes. Like, those are mean jokes. When he says like, hey, can't wait to see you in the next G.I. Jane, it's like kind of like, dude, you're prepped already for it. G.I. Jane's a freaking badass character.
She would probably be badass in that role.
And she would be badass in the role. You know what would be funny? If she actually does get casted in G.I. Jane 2, I won't watch it. Fuck her.
Imagine if they called her because of this, and then she's like, "No, I can't take this role now. No, can't do it."
So,
okay, and then what happened after he said that joke?
He said that joke. You see Will Smith coming up, and Chris Rock is like, "Uh-oh. It's like I'm in trouble," or "Uh-oh," and he kind of he put his hands behind his back.
Yeah.
And Will Smith just came in and freaking Batman slapped Robin. He just went whack. Slapped him hard.
He went twisted without the T.
Yeah. And freaking Chris Rock got smacked hard, man. And Will Smith started walking back with a smirk.
The smirk.
Chris Rock's face was like, wow, dude. He was like, wow.
And like, this is the Oscars, the Academy. I keep forgetting.
It's both.
What is it? It's both, right?
Both the same,
this is the most prestigious event for anybody in that field. You show up there on your best behavior and best dressed, because you'll never get opportunities like this. You think this is what you dream of when you're in that industry. You dream of being there.
Yep.
And you act like this?
And the thing is, like, Will Smith has never won anything. So it's kind of like, dude, like, you're there nominated for Best Actor, dude. Like, this is like not only did you get nominated for one of the best awards, but like that movie that he was in, like, I want to watch that movie really bad. I'm not going to now because of this crap. But I was like, dude, are you freaking kidding me? Like this is one of the most talked movies. This is a history movie. Like, this actually happened. The two girls that you're representing that are freaking tennis stars are sitting right freaking there. You're representing them. And to top it all off, you guys have not been attending these awards because there's not enough, quote unquote, black people.
And then this was the most black award ceremony ever. Like, everybody was black.
Ever. This is the most. I know someone's gonna get offended because we're saying black. If you know what,
color, I don't know what you want me to say.
You know what? I've talked to people about this, and they say, "Oh, we're African American." And when I tell that to somebody else,
no, that's
like,
offensive.
Don't call me that. I'm black. I'm like,
right.
What are you gonna do? Flip a coin?
Because African American, like, you call someone African American, they don't know anything about Africa. They feel left out. You know, I'm first gen Canadian, just like you're first gen American, right? And I've had this conversation with so many people. And when people say, "Where are you from?" and I'll tell them Canada, and they say, "Where are you really from?" and I'm like, "Yo, I'm really from Canada," because I don't know enough about my back home culture to tell you that I'm from the Caribbean. I don't walk like I'm from the Caribbean. I don't talk like I'm from the Caribbean. How am I supposed to represent them? You know, like, you're going to judge me from something that I'm not. Get out of here with that shit.
Yeah. I'm an American. I'm you know what? I'm half Salvadorian, half Costa Rican. Next gen behind that, I'm freaking I got family from Morocco and Turkey. There's my black right there.
Mm.
But
It's
yeah,
just
I'm an American. That's what I am. I'm an American. Period.
a lot of
Whatever.
people get offended for other people, and I think you need to dig down deep inside and figure out why.
Yeah. Yeah. So with this award
Did
ceremony,
you?
from what I heard, all the workers in the back were black. Producers, directors, everybody that was running from like, hey, we need to switch the commercials, we need to pass the mics, we need to move the curtains. Hey, turn on to this camera, turn on to that camera. The guy running the script, the producer, everything was black ran. And the joke is, and this is the part that pisses me off. They had an opportunity. Will Smith had an opportunity right here to sit back and as a comedian accept the joke. You're a freaking comedian, bro, and you can't accept a joke? That's how shitty of a comedian you are. I will say this though, Will Smith is a great actor, because when he goes up there and he's all apologizing and crying, I'm just like, ooh, you're milking
That
this
could have been
thing.
a movie scene.
You're milking this, bro. F you, man. Like, nah, you're milking
That could
this.
have
You're
been a
trying
movie
to
scene. But
give
listen,
give him another award for that freaking crocodile tears, dude. Hell no.
you can dislike what somebody says, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it ever gives you the right to get violent. Now
Exactly.
here's the thing. I watched a video of two YouTubers talking about this, and they said, for the people that say it was kind of funny, but for the people who say good, that's what he should have done in that situation. They're like, that's broke people mentality. That's what they said. They're like, this is broke people mentality, because he's got lawyers on retainers to fight situations that come up like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's got banks of cash to get him out of situations like this. But if you think the average person can just go around slapping people like that because of what they say, you'll never get out the hood.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never get out the hood, because especially in America, you'll always be sued. You'll never have money. You'll be thrown in jail. When I didn't really want to talk about this stuff, but like, it really made me think about it. I'm like, I get it. Somebody said something about your woman, and you want to stand up for her, but you have to understand that there's ways to stand up for those that you care about that doesn't jeopardize you as a person, right? The Academy actually said, they made a statement saying that they tried, changing that word. They asked him to leave, and he said no.
And
that's a fail on the Academy.
There's more behind that too. When they asked him to leave, so right before that happened, when Will Smith was coming back, let me see if I could find this. I saw this before, but actually she was laughing. Jada was actually laughing after, like, right when Chris Rock got slapped, she was cracking up. The Academy's asked them to leave after that too. Like you said.
Yeah, but like that, the Academy shouldn't have asked. The Academy should have escorted. Oh, you just physically assaulted somebody on the most prestigious stage in America, and we're gonna be like, can you just leave, please? What are you, Canadian?
Yeah.
That's such a fail on the Academy's part. I can't believe it. They said that they're doing some kind of investigation on him or something, and there's going to be some kind of disciplinary action, but the disciplinary action is not going to be taking away his award. What? He can't show up next year? Who cares?
They're saying that there might be a possibility that they could take it away, or is it confirmed that they're not taking it away?
I don't know, man. I don't believe them. If they say that there's a possibility they're going to take it away, it's only because of media. They're worried about how they look in the media.
Well, here's the other thing too. If they don't take it away, then it's okay to be violent on their show.
Did you hear Chris Rock did a show like the next day or two? He did a comedy show.
On Wednesday
You heard about this, right?
in Boston, yeah.
Crazy. So
So,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah. So, okay. One thing happened right before his show. Will Smith on Monday. Will Smith on Monday, March 28th, put an apology on Instagram saying that, and I'm trying to find the exact quote here. And I can't find it. I can't find it. He actually said, I think he actually said to, oh, here it is. Okay, so this is an Instagram post. This is, dude, this is so freaking weak sauce, man. An Instagram post. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'll just read the part where he says to Chris Rock. He says, I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris.
Publicly?
Publicly. Yeah, publicly. What do you say? Publicly?
I don't know what you said, but that wasn't
Publicly.
English.
I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I am embarrassed and my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be. There's a whole paragraph above that. There's a whole paragraph below that. And I'm just like, bro, you couldn't actually call the dude. You couldn't make a video showing your ugly ass face saying, I'm sorry, Chris. You couldn't do that. You had to type in a post. And you know what? You probably didn't type it. It was probably your freaking publicist or your secretary or your somebody else. It wasn't you. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, dude, are you that weak? So Chris Rock on March 30th, Wednesday, he started his tour, his stand-up comedy tour in Boston, Massachusetts. And what's interesting was after the slap, he had a lot of shows that were not sold out, but they were packed. Bro, everything got sold out. And then they even had to expand some of the rooms to sell more tickets because the demand went skyrocket. They said it was like about 10 to 15 minutes of a standing ovation when he first walked onto the stage.
And he like got a little emotional.
Mm-hmm. Like they were supporting him, they were cheering for him, and he was trying to talk and he couldn't because everybody kept like clapping and cheering for him. And I was like, dude, that's intense. That's so intense. So, I don't have his exact quote that Chris Rock said over the show, but it went something like this. He said something like I'm sure you guys want me to talk about what happened. I might. Oh no, I'm sorry. There's something else that he said before that. He said something like my weekend was boring. How was yours? And everybody, of course, was laughing because they're just like, yeah, right. We know what happened, you know? And then he said, he's just like, I know you guys want me to talk about it. I'm not. I might make a joke, but I don't really want to get into it. You're here to laugh, so let me throw some jokes at you. And then he went on with his show.
Yeah, he was trying not to talk about it.
Yeah. People were saying, like, why didn't Will Smith get arrested? LAPD was actually on site, and
I don't understand.
it's because of Chris Rock. They went to Chris Rock and said, do you want to file charges? And he said no. So they didn't arrest him. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing that Will Smith does not know, or maybe he does know. Because it was on national TV, and because it was an assault that's captured on film for millions to see, he might still be able to get arrested. And they should arrest him because people, people are already revolting about defund the police and stuff. And they're just like, oh, if it was an average Joe, you would definitely arrest the person, but you can't arrest him because he's got money. They need to arrest him because of that reason. They're not, one, because he's black, because they don't want to start a whole war again. But two, I think Chris Rock was very adamant about, do not arrest him. I don't want to file charges. Chris Rock actually has 3 years. 3 years to file a report. If he does, guess what? He will be arrested then. But he's got 3 years to do it. Because it was caught on camera. I don't know. I think Will Smith needs to learn his lesson. I think he has embarrassed himself and the entire forget about the Oscars, forget about his fellow actors, forget about just your race alone. You've embarrassed your cause. You were so adamant about oh, we need more people like this. And then people are making jokes saying oh, if this was the white academies, we wouldn't see this.
Well, that's the thing. Do you think if it was people say Ricky Gervais up there, would he go up and slap him? If it was The Rock, would he go slap The Rock? Mm-hmm. If it was anybody else besides a smaller colored person making that joke, what would he do?
I would have loved The Rock to be up there and to be like, what's up, cue ball? You know what? I could see Jada Pinkett Smith walking up there to slap The Rock, and The Rock not do anything because she's a female. I could see that.
Oh, Will man, Smith, I could say some jokes on that one, but I'm gonna leave it alone. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna do
it. Paper beats Rock.
There's so many I could. I'm not gonna do it. I can't.
Paper beats double Rock. Oh man, I don't know. I'm just the thing is that you and me, we're both considered colored. When it comes to North America, there's only two types of people, either white or colored. That's it. And for this act to happen like that, it's for me, it infuriates me because it's just dude, how many years have we been fighting for a freaking equal platform? And then this happens. It's dude, I don't know. For me, you're a comedian. You should be able to take a joke. And if you can't take a joke, being a comedian, keep your ass in your seat. You're a comedian, dude.
It wouldn't have been as bad, but it still would have been talked about a lot if he just cussed him from the seat.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? Now, he could have did it sarcastically, salty, classy, where during his speech, he could address it in a way where he could talk about the struggles his wife and him have had due to her disease or whatever it is, and say, people have been making comments, and there's a way of professionally doing it, right? And in that moment, you're standing up to your wife in front of the whole world, but doing it in a professional and classy way that doesn't potentially get you arrested or sued, right? To me, it doesn't make any sense for you to ever stand up for somebody that puts you in a situation where you are removed both financially and physically from the person you're trying to protect.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to me. If they're not in any immediate morbid danger, why put yourself in a situation that takes away your ability to protect them?
Yeah. And I know some people are saying oh, good, some people are saying good for Will Smith for standing up for his woman. And I'm not going to get into the details about what his woman has done to Will Smith, the whole cheating with the rapper and all that stuff. You know what? I'm not even going to touch that. They made a decision to stay together after all the cheating and screwing around that she's done. They made a decision to stay together. Whatever. I'm not even going to touch that. But there are better ways of handling a situation like that, even if you're not a comedian. If you're at a bar and someone's talking smack to your wife or your girlfriend, and somebody's making fun of her for her hair loss or her shirt or her weight, her feet, whatever the hell it is, there is always a better way of handling that situation. And the way he did it with violence, I don't care if it's just a little slap. It doesn't matter. There is always a better way of handling it. And being the bigger person, like Chris Rock made a joke. He wasn't trying to fight. He just made a joke because that's his job. Will Smith, as a comedian, should know better. His excuse is, I got emotional, so I'm going to defend my family because apparently freaking words hurt. Okay, if you're that sensitive, you're a comedian, but whatever. He goes over there to slap him. The way Chris Rock handled that, class act. Stay there.
100%. Very professional.
And moved on. He moved
Couldn't
on.
have done it better. Could not have done it better. Like, I have a lot of respect for Chris Rock for the way he handled it. Now, just, you know, I don't want to say anything about the situation of the cheating, not cheating. Some say that they were in an open marriage and that, you know, Will Smith knew everything about it. I don't care if he knew, he didn't know, if it was cheating, if it was swinging, if it was an open marriage. I don't give a shit. The thing is, and the most important part to take away from that is they chose as a family to make everything about that public knowledge.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They choose to make a lot of things about their life public knowledge. So if you are as big and as popular and as famous as those two are, and you choose to make your life public knowledge, then you have to take the good with the bad. You have to be able to take when people say good things about you and when people say bad things about you. Because if you're in any industry in a public eye, people will always say negative things. Like, I've had people tell me to kill myself through YouTube comments. I'm sure you've had a lot of shit talk to you too. Am I going to sit here and cry about it at home? Nah, yo. Like, I have the mentality that if somebody is saying something to me, somebody is doing something to me, they are going through something that I don't understand. And that it's just, it seems like it's directed to me, but it's only, I'm just an outlet for their rage. That's it. Like, they're just taking it out on me because they don't know how else to take it out on. Like, they're struggling with something that they got to deal with. And I mean, I'm not saying that I pity the fool, but I feel sorry for you. Like, you know, I hope you get the help that you need to get through whatever you're going through. And, you know, I'm not going to be dragged down to that level. I'm not going to be.
No, I agree. The one thing too is, you know, Chris Rock and Will Smith, they know each other.
Of course they do.
I don't think they've ever worked together. They might have been in some comedy shows together, but I don't think they've done movies together or anything together, but they know each other.
For sure.
Chris Rock has made it publicly that when he was a kid, he was bullied on. He made it very public. He's just like, yeah, he's like, when I was a kid, like, comedy has always been my outlet, like, to joke about stuff. You know, look at the thing saying like, oh yeah, you know, like, I'm not going to get her panties. You know, it's kind of like making fun of himself too along with the joke. And, you know, when he made the joke about G.I. Jane, you know, he could have gone so much worse, but at the same time, it's like, dude, you know, this guy has already been dealing with people bullying him. And he went into the comedy world to release that. And it's funny because most comedians, I'm not saying all comedians, but most comedians have a very, 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 very dark past. And they have a lot of struggles. Look at freaking Robin Williams. He freaking committed suicide because of it.
Crazy.
It's sad, man. Like everybody knew Robin Williams as being like your uncle, like the funny uncle that you always want to hang around with. Everybody like was like, dude, I love that guy. but his past caught up with him and he just couldn't deal with it anymore. And that's what happened. And you don't know what else was happening behind the scenes, that he just said, I'm done with this. And now, honestly, I've been praying, I'm like, I hope Chris Rock doesn't look at this and does something stupid because of what happened. I'm really happy that I heard at the very first show that people were applauding him for 10 to 15 minutes straight, and he got emotional and things saying like, thank you. Like, I can't like he needs this support, because it's like, this is stuff that he's been dealing with, and you would never expect something like this from another comedian. You just will never expect that from, and it's not even just any other comedian. It's your own race.
Did you hear what happened at that show?
The Chris Rock's stand-up thing?
Yeah. So apparently a guy in the middle of the show started talking shit about him because he was on the Will Smith side. So Chris Rock was like, oh, is this guy going to take out a gun and shoot me now? So then his security guards came out and dragged the guy outside, because
Wow.
You don't know what kind of precedence this stuff is setting. There's always stupid people out there, and stupid people are always looking for a stupid cause.
Yep.
So I don't know,
careful.
like, and you know, I listen to other comedians that talk, and they're like, this makes it really difficult for the average comedian in an average bar, for an average person just to come up and beat the shit out of them because they don't like what they're saying. Because a big thing for comedians is heckling. They go back and forth with these people. They talk some serious trash, bro. So now it's just going to be okay to physically harm that comedian?
Yeah. I don't know. It pisses me off. I'm right now. I've been saying that I'm pretty much saying, like, I wanted to watch Bel Air, the TV show. I'm not going to. I want to watch the freaking King, whatever it's called, King Richard. Not going to.
I wanted to watch King Richard too. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty much saying, you know what? Well, Jada, whatever you guys are in, I'm not. I'm not going to spend my time and energy. I'm not going to try to watch it in other means necessary to for you guys not to get my money. I'm not going to do anything to put any of my energy towards them until there is an official, like that little Instagram post. It's like, oh, let me post this real quick in words, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, send. Nah, dude, come on. You're better than that. You should be able at least post a video saying, I'm sorry. You know what? You know where Chris Rock's tour is. Why don't you show up and say, I'm sorry? Like do something. Like, actually do something. And you know what? In right now, I was just reading. I was just reading the entire. You know, I said there's a whole paragraph before his apology to Chris directly, but it says, there's this part that just, I don't know, dude. It just, you know, when you have like, okay, so like, I don't know if I was telling you, but I was doing yard work and I got a nasty blister on my thumb and it freaking burns. It still burns. But you know, when you get like a little blister or a cut and then you just poke at it and it just burns even more, or you put salt on the burn or soap, it's like, like, dude, I can't even wash the dish. This, what he said here is exactly that, like pushing on that wound. Right before he says, I would like to publicly apologize. There we go again. Publicly apologize to you, Chris. This is what he said. He says, jokes, I'm quoting Will Smith, jokes at my expense are part of the job.
Who said that?
Will Smith.
Oh, it's like he just woke up.
But a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally. Bull. It doesn't matter, bro. If it's in your circle, if it's about your kids, if it's about whatever.
He put his whole family in the spotlight, bro.
Dude.
He put his whole family in the spotlight.
Here's another quote. Jada said last December, me and this alopecia, which is her hair condition, are going to be friends, period.
If you're friends with it, you could take a joke about it. You know how many bald guys that are and like they take bald jokes every single day of their life.
Yep.
I don't care if it's maybe you want to call hair loss a disease. Maybe it's different than alopecia, but I'm just saying a bald guy takes a joke every single day of his life. He goes to work, his family, his kids, everybody makes fun of him. Why do you think I grow my hair like this right now? My hair is like this right now because I don't know how much longer I can grow hair like this. So I'm gonna take advantage of it. I'm gonna go bald just now too.
So
People don't believe me, but anyways, we
Yeah,
made the whole show about Chris and Rock show.
I know. So I don't know. I'm supporting Chris Rock 100%. I hope they make a Grown Ups 3 and they bring the band back and then they beat up somebody called Will. I don't know, man. It just makes me sick. It just makes me, I'm just disgusted. I like, this is somebody that I've actually like looked up to, like, dude, like everything that Will Smith has done from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air all the way to now, man. It's like people don't survive in this industry for that long and become relevant and being colored out of all. You know, he's done things that a lot of people. Well, who was it? Freaking Denzel Washington went up there and hugged him, and he told him, what did he say? When you're at your highest peak is when the devil is around, something like that.
Yeah, the devil comes for you when you're at your highest.
Yeah, and he was crying about it. It's like I'm pretty sure that probably did get to him, but for me, that whole speech was like, dude, you give him another award for that crap. You know, it's just BS, dude. But Denzel, you know, told him like, I'm pretty sure there was more than just that.
There was a lot more than just that because there was a few people around him after that slap.
Yeah, and he went. Denzel went to Jada, and he put his arm around her, and they were saying like, "Hey, 15 seconds till we roll," and he stayed there on his knee, talking to her. And when they said like, "Okay, 5, 4," he was still down there talking to her. And I'm just like, dude, he messed up. He messed up big time, and now he looks like an asshole. He needs to come back around and actually, and like I said, he needs to do something very publicly, very sincere, very humble. Very like he needs to go like I said, over the top. And if that means he's got to do like a video showing his face, if he says like, hey, can we get Chris Rock on freaking the Ellen DeGeneres show, which doesn't exist no more. I think they got canceled.
Did it
I don't
really?
know. Yeah, I think it got canceled. Or it's in its last season, something like that. I don't know. They need to put these two comedians together, either in person or on a phone call somewhere, and then just go for it. And then just say, hey, you know what? I'm sorry, and let Chris Rock react to it.
What was that interview with was it Prince Harry or Prince Andrew or whoever who married that
I know what you're talking about.
right where they both went to Oprah's house? Do an interview like that.
Yeah.
Do some shit like that. You know, speaking about some actors that are stepping away from the limelight, shout out goes to Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
So Bruce Willis is going through some health issues right now. He's having some cognitive issues. I don't remember the name of what he's dealing with, but he's decided to step away from acting and deal with his health. So you know, Bruce Willis has been a big name, very long time. There's not a single person that watches movies that doesn't know who Bruce Willis is. So he's dealing with some health stuff. So just shout out to you, Bruce. We go back. You know what I'm saying? Die Hard.
Yeah. Die Hard. I was waiting for. All right. I know we had like several more articles. We only got through 2 out of the 7, or whatever it was. We're gonna do a part 2 of this because this topic was just too juicy for it to be like just a quick little 10-minute convo. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. Again, it's sad to see where it is right now, and I hope it gets resolved. And you need to put your own personal feelings aside. Like Next Level said, you put your family out there, it's your own damn fault. You need to now go suck it up. You need to go look like an idiot, and you need to humbly apologize, like for real, not no Instagram text post. But stay tuned to part two. We will be dropping part two right after this video next week. So part two is coming. Yeah, Next Level, anything you got to say before we go?
I want to say thank you guys for checking out the show, for listening to another episode of Beyond the Streams. Make sure that you leave your comments down below. I'm sure everybody who listens to this is going to have an opinion. I mean, if you need to vent, vent down below. It helps other people like yourself find the content that you enjoy, or maybe you didn't. Who knows? Don't care. Leave a comment. Make sure you come check us out on YouTube every Thursday around 3 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we do our live show. You can be part of the conversation, be part of the community. We also have on from time to time other content creators, as well as other people from big companies like founders, CEOs, representatives from companies of products and services that you're using already, or you might want to check out. So make sure you have the notification turned on. And don't forget to subscribe to the BS channel as well. You can get some BS Clips channel. You get some nice, digestible, easy clips of episodes you probably didn't see yet. So it's a nice little preview of some good conversations that we've had with those people, with ourselves, with you guys. So make sure you have that. You check it out. Notifications turn on. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.